place that this is being listed as sold is a well-known crime forum where cyber criminals congregate and sell information. It does have a high respect in the criminal world, so we have to take that with some truth. However, this user was a new member on the scene, so to speak, that only had an account created for around 1 month. So their reputation isn't the best in that cybercrime world. So the government and other private parties are still trying to grasp, has this data actually been traded around?
What sort of price are we talking here?
So the prices that we've seen are 50,000. That doesn't indicate whether that's Australian or US dollars, but typically they talk about US dollars when they're selling this information.
So considering how many people are affected by this, that's a pretty cheap price for our data, really, isn't it?
It is, and I think if you're a criminal, the calculation you make is how much money can I make per individual's information that I actually purchase, and yeah, it's quite a good ROI from a criminal's perspective.
And I hear on sale again on there.
Correct. So we've seen that the criminal is purporting that they've sold it to one person and now they're going to sell it half price to the next person because they don't want to sell it to more than 2 people.
Now, Jamie, this has affected so many of us, as we just said. So can you just recap for us what sort of information has been taken here?
Yeah, so thanks to the statement coming officially from the company MediSecure, we know that there's at least full names, date of births, Medicare numbers. In some of the screenshots, there's references to driver's licenses as well, but we don't know how many of those might be in the data set.
Now, we have a fair idea what can be done with this information, but what are we expecting here?
So in this case, we really think that this is going to be used by criminals to further, defraud and launch attacks against individuals.
Do you think we'll find out who was behind this sale and who would be the buyer of this information?
I don't think the buyer will really come out and make themselves known. I think the person selling it may be, arrested in the future, but it's hard to say.
And this is more of our data out there. So there is a cumulative effect here, isn't there?
There is, and so this data out there can be used by a range of criminals. We don't know, will this go public? In some cases, with other attacks, the data has gone completely public after it's been stolen.
So another call for organisations, businesses to better protect our data. Is there a bright spot here, are they?
Yeah, there is. Look, it's a great lesson in the fact that, it's obvious for medical data, but no matter what your business is, criminals will find value in it, so it is worth protecting.
And given that you outlined there and recapped the data that's been stolen, I mean, that's data that can't really be changed once it's out there. It's a little bit too late, isn't it?
It is. This is a challenge historically. Our infrastructure around the globe isn't really set up to, rotate and expire certain things like driver's licenses. But as we move forward, things like digital IDs will definitely help with this.